Good evening. This is Wallace Gator Bradley, President of United Peace, Inc., and this is the Bradley Report. I'd like to have all the callers that's going to be calling in to at least allow me to introduce two of the guests that's in my show, and I want you to hear from them. And two topics that I want to really talk about is the pardons that former President Barack Obama gave, as well as the fact of what Chief Judge Timothy Evans did at the Juvenile Detention Center. And it was a summit to help bring about a solution to violence within the city of Chicago. And as you know, if you're trying to get up with Wallace Gator Bradley United in Peace, you could go online or you can go to my webpage. It's the Bradley Report .unitedinpeace.org. My email is LAGATOR, the letter B as in boy, the number 4, and the word peace, PEACE, at yahoo.com. And my phone number is 312-371-6914. And I'd like to let everyone know that the person that's working the boards and make everything right is Madam Chairman Terry Marsh. Again, United Peace, Inc., the people's alternative to anti-violence. Okay, my brother Jasper, I'd like for you to tell our viewing audience about yourself. Can't tell them too much, but you can tell them something.
Briefly.
About, your education, about your project, what you're doing. That's very important and very key, because today is a historical day.
Yes, sir.
Not just because we only talking about Jasper.
Right.
But that's very important. But the fact that there's a new president, President Donald Trump. So this is a whole new era. So please listen to what my guests have to say.
My name is Jasper Nolan. I'm from the south side, southeast side of Chicago. I'm in college right now, about to graduate with a bachelor's in communication, minor in black studies, May 19th to be exact. I have a friend of mine that's here also. His name is Mark Thomas. We are working on a project named Let Me Tell My Story, hashtag LMTMS. And the project is really about just showing positivity through our craft. So as people in my generation and people in my age range know, I cut hair. I've been cutting hair for professionally 2 years, altogether 8 years. And through my craft, I was blessed enough to touch 2 celebrities, which were, the first one was Dexter Flowner from the Cubs, but he left. He went to St. Louis, but that's okay. Another one I was absolutely blessed with was Future, the platinum recording artist, man. He blessed me to even touch his head, because I didn't know that was gonna happen. But from that, just being in school and just being around my peers, I created a platform for everybody to not really look up to me, but choose my path as an influence to their life. So by doing that, I want to make a movie, and I want to create something that's going to give back to Chicago. Not only to me, not only to the kids, not only to like the people out there that don't have no pressure, don't have no influence in their life. I want to put a project out there that can show people you could do it too, because I did it.
One of the things, when my son called me and told me about you, and you shared with me how he helped influence your life because he's working towards his master's. My son is Carmel Bradley, and he's going for a master's at Eastern Illinois University. Was the fact that you realize that you are part of the majority.
Yes, sir.
And they need to see that there's a majority of African American young adults, men and women, that's doing positive things instead of all the attention focused on the minority of the ones that's causing the problem, which the Attorney General that came in with the new president is going to target in Chicago, and he's been saying this publicly and globally. Those individuals that get caught with them guns, they're going to give you a federal offense to make sure that you stay locked up from 6 to 15 years. If you had a gun case and you got probation or you went to jail for it, or you had a violent case and it was a pistol and you went to the penitentiary for it, if you get caught with another gun, whether it's on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, it can be an old Kodak picture, they're going to lock you up in order to turn the tide of the senseless violence within the city of Chicago. So that's real major.
That's major.
You know, to me. You know what I mean? So let them know that, hey, he no fool because he go to school.
That's right. And just piggyback off what Gator said, that's real. Because I have a lot of friends, not really friends, I just have a lot of associates that does those things. Like they post guns on the internet. They do the ignorant stuff they don't need to be doing. And what we trying to do, because people, the thing is, this generation is all about media. Everybody look at their phone, look at the TV. They don't really listen to the radio. They look at what's really going on. So me putting a movie out is not hypnotizing nothing. It's just capturing my generation, and me being the outside look of it. We could change things. Like, we could put the guns down. We could do this. I was the same type of dude right before Simeon, right before NIU. I got locked up 3 or 4 times in the juvenile system. I've been in there like a whole summer. And just learn from my past, I changed a lot. Not because I wanted to, because society changed me as a human being. Just by switching or transitioning from an urban area and going to a predominantly white school and just moving back and forth and handling my business by taking care of my family, I understand why people has changed and people has motives of changing themselves, not just looking at the social media a lot, because that's all you see on the social media. It's guns, it's drugs, it's sexuality. But from this project, we going to put some positive out in cultural, Chicago, music, you name it. Everything's gonna be in it. We gonna show what Chicago is really about, and just going through my life and my friend's life. We gonna represent.
You know, I'm glad that you made mention about your experience in juvenile detention.
Oh, yeah.
I had an experience that way too, but I ended up becoming a career criminal until I got caught. You follow what I'm saying?
I feel
it changed my life. You know,
yeah.
I happened to have been at an event that Chief Judge Tim Evans, okay, he used to be an alderman. Now he's the chief judge over the Cook County system. He's the head judge.
Okay.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The partner that you see there, that's Kupla Toure. Okay, he's with the American program, and you know, I'm with United Peace. But in the 90s, we came together with his support to help bring down the violence. He had this event at the juvenile detention center. So by you bringing that up, then there was a summit for everyone to come together. He had from the United States Attorney's Office, he had the police superintendent people there, he had the state's attorney, he had all law enforcement there to help eradicate antisocial behavior within the youth. You know, again, I want to let everyone know how they can reach United in Peace. And when we come back, I have the other gentleman that he was talking about. It's really his roadie.
My boy.
Again, United in Peace, Inc., the People's Alternative Anti-Violence Project. It takes all of us. It takes all of us. This is the Bradley Report. My webpage is thebradleyreport.unitedinpeaceinc.org. My email is LAGATOR, B as in boy, the number 4, the word peace, PEACE, at yahoo.com. And the phone number is 312-371-6914. You can get me if you want me. Hey, my man, how you feeling, son?
I'm good. And you?
I know you into your ink and all that. But hey, man, let our viewing audience, because one of the platform for my show is that everyone's opinion counts because it makes a difference. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So it ain't so much about a debate than everybody respecting everybody's thought. But it's important that you follow up on what Jasper was saying, as well as everyone know your life, what brought you here, and then share that old J. Cole lick that you shared with me, man.
I got you. Yeah, you mentioned the ink. It's kind of covered up right now. Y'all can't see it. But yeah, my name is Mark Thomas. I go by brand name Left My Mark. Instagram, you can follow me at leftmy_mark. And basically, I'm a tattoo artist, multi-talented artist, because I also paint, I draw. I've been drawing all my life. I have a clothing line, so I'm also to fashion. I do graphic design, so a little bit of all aspects of art. I started off basically telling my story. I can't give y'all too much, but this is a little insight of my side of the story. I've been playing basketball all my life too, since I've been drawing, since my dad put a basketball in my hand. Like 3 years old, I had a little, the little small little rim. I used to dunk on it. I can't dunk now, but I used to dunk and all that. I've been playing ball all my life, so that was my main passion. It's been my passion. I got a tattoo on me. It's my passion for my life. Until I got to college, I did a couple tryouts, but it didn't go as good as I thought. So I start looking at the art aspect. I started doing graphic design because I had a clothing line. So I start designing my own stuff, and I got to selling my clothes and everything online, and I started making a hit. And I got to tattooing. I had my mom bought me a starter kit. It was like under my bed for a whole year. I didn't even use. Like I saved up coins to get it and everything. So I got the kit, didn't use it for like a year until I get fired from my job. And I looked at it like another aspect. I gotta make some money. I can't just be in the house doing nothing. So I looked on YouTube, told myself I've been tattooing for 2 years now, self-taught, and I've been touching a lot of people. I get daily appointments and everything. So that's basically a little bit of my story. That's what me and my friend want to do, is basically just tell our story, inspire the youth, inspire positivity through our creativity.
Hey, man, tell them about this J. Cole piece, man, because I got up on J. Cole when he did this piece. What was that? The letter from his friend that had died, and he wanted his friend's daughter to know about his dad.
Yeah.
And then tell them, because I'm walking with you, we downtown, and y'all shooting a piece where we standing outside the county building, then your phone go off, man. So give them that script, man. You know, give them that real deal. How when God touching you, it don't matter who trying to block you, they can't.
They can't at all. God always touched me. But yeah, this certain instant, while we were shooting the movie, J-Rock had an interview with Gator, and my phone go off. I had to step to the side real quick. I seen it was my homie Ray from Dreamville. It's actually J. Cole's road manager. So he sets up all the lights and the TVs and everything while they're on tour. So he told me, when we first interviewed him for the movie, he told us that, I told him I was an artist, I do graphics, I draw. He said, "Oh, you draw? I might need you to redesign the album." I'm like, "What album?" He's like, the Revenge of the Dreamers 2, which is his whole J. Cole Dreamville team. So he told me he wanted me to redesign the album, and he wanted me to design some shirts for him, shirts and hats. So I'm actually designing the logo for him.
Man, that's wonderful.
It's a blessing.
And hey, I got a son named Leviticus that say he can write something he like J. Cole. He the one that turned me and his mama on to J.
Okay.
Cole. You follow what I'm saying?
All right.
So the whole thing is, we got a caller.
Bring.
Caller, thank you for calling in. What's your comment? What's your question? This caller? Well, hey, they'll get back. But the fact of the matter is this here. I'm glad that the audience is allowing me to share the power and for you to understand why I feel so comfortable in my spirit, is because I see this millennial. I got a great grandson, and I know I don't too much worry about him getting caught up with the wrong crowd. Oh, caller, you back again? Could you please give me your statement or question? Thank you for calling back. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my name is James. Okay, now, the protest, what they had protests, right, in other cities, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now, I think it was the people who vote for Trump, I think they protest. And I think he going to do the same thing like the other president did. He ain't going to do no better. And
No,
then,
caller, I'm with you on that.
and then,
Me to address your concern, because that's my concern too.
uh-huh.
But after we saw fences, after I saw hidden treasure or hidden figures, I realized the power that we as a people have. And that is 400 years DNA of surviving come what not.
I think he ain't going to do no good.
You know, the one thing about this here, we always into the protesting,
Uh-huh.
okay, instead of regressing and using our 5 Ps. Proper planning prevents poor performance. We got to understand this here. The lottery that we see today came from the policy that we had yesterday. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, my name is
So even though Trump, he is the president, one of the things Martin Luther King said, we got to talk and deal with all presidents for them to do what's right for all of us as a people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he ain't going to do no good. I think he...
Wait, hey, my brother, I agree with you. None of them did nothing. I'm still broke. But I became an entrepreneur and created the Urban Translator in order for me to get a legitimate check. You follow what I'm saying? Okay?
And the same people vote for Trump, and I think the same people vote for Trump, I think they protest. And now look, and then if he don't do no good, and then what do you do?
Hey, my brother, I'm with you. You got me. So, caller, I got another caller coming up. You know, I got a short time. This whole show was delayed to our people that the majority is saying they're going to do something to show the world, because the world's eyes is on Chicago. They ain't just on Trump. The world eyes is on Chicago. Trump trying to bring people in Chicago to stop the violence. So our whole move is showing that these young brothers is thinking way past Trump. Because one thing for sure, they registered voters. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they not disillusional. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you. So I got another caller. I appreciate you. And to God be the glory.
Right.
There's something else that's a really big issue. That is the fact that President Barack Obama, former President Barack Obama, gave pardons.
Right.
The headlines read, he pardoned the FALN leader who was a part of a terrorist organization. He pardoned some people that were spies. And he pardoned a young brother by the name of Eric Wilson, who was a governor of the Gangster Disciples. They got caught up when Larry Hoover got locked up or re-locked up in 1995 when they had the big bust to stop the violence, so they said. But when they locked up all the leaders, they created this that we're seeing today. The wonderful thing about that, I want everybody to understand, the reason the leadership of the FALN got freed is because the Latino members of Congress, state reps, aldermen from around the country, Puerto Rican aldermen, state reps from around the country, were once former gang members that took it to the next level and became elected officials.
Right.
God bless me to be able to go back and forth to Washington, D.C. because of Larry's vision, to talk with congressmen for the last 20 years about freeing. When he freed the young brother Eric, I was able to go and let the reporter from the Sun-Times, when they interviewed me, to be able to tell President Barack Obama, I'm glad that you pardoned individuals and gave them all a second chance in life, and I'm glad that you accepted the letter that Bobby Rush wrote on Eric Wilson's behalf, asking that you would commute his sentence from life for a drug case, not a murder case, to where he's able to come out and have a second chance. I want to say to Congressman Bobby Rush, to President Barack Obama, to God be the glory. I love you. I appreciate you, because I remember when you was a Black Panther, and I also know that in November of 2015, you being a congressman and a pastor went to Florence, Colorado to meet with Larry Hoover and Jeff Ford in order for everyone to help find the killers that were responsible for killing a 9-year-old. So my move is, don't talk about what an individual should do or what they ain't doing. The name of the game is get to doing something. And again, it looks like I'm about to wrap it up. But before I wrap it up, let me remind you again about United Peace Inc. Redundancy leads you to the right place. That's United Peace Inc., the People's Alternative Anti-Violence Project. And this is the Bradley Report. Web page is thebradleyreport.unitedpeaceinc.org. The email is LAGATOR, B as in boy, the number 4, the word peace, PEACE, at yahoo.com. And with that, I'd like for my other guests to come and stand right next to me before I wrap it up, because I want you to be able to give. You stand right here,
I'll
man.
stay here.
You're right.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
That's Neil right there. You got it? Again, tell them who you are.
My name is Jasper Nolan. Currently name is J Rock the Barber. You can find me on Instagram, J Rock the Barber, and Facebook, J Rock the Barber. Movie page on Facebook is Let Me Tell My Story, Jasper Mark. The official movie page logged in today is Let Me Tell My Story, #LMTMS.
All right. Give them your thing, man. Give them your spiel.
My name is Mark Thomas. You can find me on Instagram at leftmy_Mark. And you can also find us an email at letmetellmystory, LMTMS2017 @gmail.com.
Hey, and I'm Wallace Gator Bradley, because I do believe each one can teach one when we reach one. And like that say back here, stand on this side, my brother. I don't know yet. Yeah, you ain't got to go nowhere. It takes all of us.
Everybody.
You know, everybody. It take everybody. You know, and so much has happened today. So this is a historical day. That's what I'm talking about. For our community to know that there's African American men that's out there being a part of the solution, not waiting for somebody to tell them what to do, but they doing something because they telling their story. You follow what I'm saying? And the kick is this. I know how I do. I know how I go. That's why I did my life story called From Murder to Excellence, Growth and Development to the Millennium. You go on Amazon and get that. Or you can call that number that I just told you. 312-371-6914. Text me, and I'll bring you an autographed copy. It ain't about nothing about the money. Again, I would like to say, to God be the glory, and may He bless our new president. May He touch our new president's heart for him to be sincere about doing something right, and let's eradicate all the hate. Campaigning is over. He was the victor. Now he's the president of our country, and he has the responsibility. We have a responsibility to make sure that he don't forget that we are Americans. Thank you.
Let me tell my story.
Let me tell my story.
Yeah.
Let me tell my story. That's what it's all about. Let me tell my story.
Let me tell my story.